good, everybody? What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today, you're about to watch Why It Sucked to Be an Egyptian Pharaoh by Stick Troy. If you're new to the channel and haven't hit that sub button yet, make sure you hit the sub button. We're on the road to 1,300 subs. We're going one sub at a time. Thank you to everybody that has clicked on this video. You could have clicked on any other video, but you clicked my video, and I appreciate that, man. With that being said, let's get into it, man.
Tanis, somewhere between 1090 and 1060 BCE. And guess what?
How's y'all weekends going, by the way? How y'all weekends going? Like, you heard all this stuff happening in the background. It's crazy.
While most newborns
It's crazy. It's what it is, though.
A life of hard labor or just trying to survive. You're born into the royal family. Congratulations, kiddo. The gods must
Pharaoh.
really like you.
Why it sucked to be an Egyptian? How it sucked to be a king.
At least
How it sucked, bro.
your grand
Nepotism.
entrance to the world is celebrated with rituals, priests chanting prayers, and offerings to the gods. Your mother, the queen, is too busy with royal duties to handle diapers. So you're handed off to wet nurses who do all the real parenting. For all you know, the maid is your actual mom. Now, just because you're royalty doesn't mean you're special. At least not yet. Your father, the Pharaoh, has a lot of wives. And guess what? Each of them has been busy giving him more kids. A year after you're born,
Damn, so you really ain't shit.
arrives. And just yesterday, surprise, another one. Different moms, same Pharaoh. Here's the catch. Being royal isn't just about luxury. It's a competition. Every single day is an audition for the biggest role in Egypt.
Damn.
Future Pharaoh. And let's be honest, your chances aren't looking great. You've got two older brothers ahead of you. And spoiler alert, they don't like you. By the time you're
Hating
4
ass
years old,
niggas.
you're shipped off to the school of princes. Playtime? Never heard of it. While other kids are busy messing around with toys, you're drowning in math, language, history, and geometry. Basically, everything high schoolers today still struggle with. But sorry, no excuses. You're a royal prince, which means everyone expects you to be a genius. By 14, you level up to the real deal. Military
By
strategy,
14,
governance, and
you should be in
law.
high school by
And
now.
This is where things get serious. It's not just about swinging swords like some action hero. You're being taught how to conquer entire cities with minimum casualties and, more importantly, without catching an arrow in the eye. Then, one day, your father drops an announcement that shakes the whole of Egypt. Guess what? You've just been named heir to the throne. Wait, what?
I'm that nigga.
Not your older brothers? This makes zero sense. Usually it's the firstborn, or at least the second who gets the crown, not the random third son. So what gives?
That's
He knew
lit.
your older brothers wouldn't take the news well, so he sent them to Thebes as priests. Yeah, they got promoted to a lifetime of chanting and temple work. Safe to say, they are not happy about it. If looks could kill, you'd be mummified already. But hey, who cares what they think?
Yeah, I'm the Pharaoh now. Fuck that.
For the third time
You can
in
get
your
sentenced
entire
to
life,
death.
You actually see your father in person. He calls you to court, looks you up and down, and declares that you were chosen because of your wisdom and the God's will. What does that mean? Who knows? Either the priest told him something in a vision, or the gods decided you were the least likely to start a civil war. Either way, you're now Egypt's next pharaoh. No pressure, right? School's over. Finally. No more math, no more lectures, no more teachers breathing down your neck. But before you get a chance to relax,
It's like the president type shit. You gotta do mad stuff.
campaign against the Nubians. Oh, great. Time to put all that military training to good use. You're feeling pretty confident. After all, in class, it was simple. The charioteers attack from this angle, the archers from that angle. Easy, right? Yeah, no. Your first real battle smacks you with a harsh reality check. Turns out, war isn't just lines on a map and strategies in a scroll. It's brutal, bloody, and terrifying. You barely survive your first skirmish, and most of the men you were leading to cut off the Nubians' retreat, dead. Just like
Damn.
that. And suddenly, all those textbooks feel like one giant scam. After that
Always,
disaster, you spend most of your time back at the royal palace, shadowing your father. You quickly realize that being pharaoh isn't just about wearing a cool crown. It's an 18-hour workday, every day, until death. There are no breaks, no vacations, and definitely no retirement. The only alone time your father gets is when he's sleeping. And even then, not really, considering there are always guards outside his chamber and concubines in his bed. Then comes your 21st birthday. Normally, that'd be a reason to celebrate. But for you, It just
He's
means
only
one
21
thing:
and a pharaoh.
marriage. And not just to anyone. No, no. You're marrying your sister. Yep, you
What?
heard that right. Your own sister. Do you like her? Doesn't matter. Love? Not required. The goal here is simple: keep the royal bloodline pure. If it makes you feel any better, you're free to take as many concubines as you want. So, while love is optional, duty is not. The wedding, extravagant, lavish, over the top. Food everywhere, visitors from all across Egypt, and people pretending this isn't the weirdest thing ever.
That's
The
crazy.
party was fun. Years later, your
That's
father
old
joins
money
his
right there, though.
ancestors. He's off to the afterlife, and as expected,
He going
his
RP
burial is
Pops.
nothing short of lavish and over the top. After all, he was the sole ruler of Lower and Upper Egypt, and the living representative of the gods. So, of course, his funeral is grand enough to bankrupt a small kingdom. But while
Sheesh.
the priests are busy chanting and the mourners are wailing, you have something else to think about.
You gotta rule the
Time
kingdom.
has come.
It's on your own,
Once the
gang.
burial wraps up, the
You're on
next
your
thing on the
own.
royal to-do list, your coronation. And there's no time to waste. Apparently, the entire stability of Egypt now rests on your shoulders. The ceremonies last for days. Endless rituals, chants, and so many offerings to the gods that you lose count. But at the end of it all, congratulations, you're officially Pharaoh. And what's the first thing you're greeted with? Money problems. Your wedding, your father's
He blew the whole
ridiculously
bag.
expensive burial, and the latest military upgrades have left Egypt's treasury looking drier than the desert. Your father was a great ruler, sure, but he was also a big spender. And now you get to clean up his financial mess. And guess who's watching your every move? Your father's old advisors. They're eyeing you like vultures, waiting to see how you handle it. So you do what any smart pharaoh would do. You raise taxes on your vassal states. At first, this goes about as well as you'd expect. Grumbling, complaints, and whispers of rebellion. But you're not here to play nice. You crush dissent by reminding everyone who the big daddy is. A few disappointed kings lose their heads. And just like that, the grumbling stops. You replace them with puppets who know how to listen. Problem solved. Egypt stays in check. But being
Sounds like similar
isn't just about
governments.
playing kingmaker. It's constant work. You're drowning in meetings, reports, and religious duties. You're making weekly to Thebes, because apparently even the gods demand a chunk of your schedule. You work from sunrise to late at night, while ordinary people complain about their exhausting 9-to-5 jobs.
Oh,
Try a
God.
7-to-9 schedule, commoners. But hey, at least there's one perk. You live a life of absolute luxury. Walking? Never heard of it. You don't step foot outside. Servants carry you everywhere on palanquins like the human embodiment of luxury. And just in case the Egyptian sun even thinks about touching your royal skin, there's an entire squad of servants waving giant fans to keep you cool. You eat the finest foods, drink the richest wines, and wear the kind of jewelry that makes commoners' eyes water. But, of course, luxury comes at a cost.
You gotta work hard.
Daily headaches. Why? The damn wig. In Egypt, wigs aren't just fashion. They're a status symbol. The bigger and fancier the wig, the more powerful you are. And since you're the supreme ruler of Egypt, you get the biggest, fanciest, most absurdly over-the-top wig in existence. It weighs about 9 pounds.
Aw, man, I know your neck
Turns your
hurt, bro.
entire skull into a throbbing nightmare. And if that's not enough, let's talk about the gold chains. They're so heavy, they might as well be a second job. But hey, they make people respect you. Sure, it's nice to be Pharaoh, but you wouldn't mind switching places with a commoner every once in a while. The pressure of ruling is unbearable. One bad decision, and thousands could die.
Oh, God.
Years go by, and you grow wiser, sharper, stronger. You've learned how to keep the priests happy, so they don't turn the gods against you. You know which laws to pass, and which ones will spark revolts. And most importantly, you've even figured out how to have fun. Like distractions to keep you from losing your mind under the crushing weight of the throne. But then, age catches up. The strength you once had, it's fading.
Gone.
Climbing onto a horse feels like scaling a pyramid. Back pain, a daily battle. And you rely on more and more medicine just to keep going. Being Pharaoh doesn't come with a retirement plan. Like your father before you, you now have a whole army of children, all potential heirs. And now, it's your turn to make the impossible choice. You don't see them much, but that doesn't stop you from loving them. And after much thought, you choose your eldest son as heir. Now you watch as he goes through everything you want. The struggles, the responsibilities, the suffocating pressure. And you? You finally understand why your father looks so damn tired all the time. Then, one morning, you head to Thebes for the Opet Festival with your royal escort. It's supposed to be just another day of rituals, processions, and showing the gods how
Somebody
much Egypt
snuck
loves you.
him.
But then, chaos.
Somebody, I knew it. Somebody
Suddenly,
snuck
some of
him.
your own guards turn against you. Blades flash, screams fill the air, and before you even process what's happening, a full-blown brawl breaks out right in front of you. Traitors. Your instincts kick in. You demand a sword, and the moment it's in your hands, muscle memory takes over. Age has weakened your body, but not your skill. Every strike is precise, deadly, the result of years of war and survival. But there's too many of them. One by one, they cut down your remaining
Damn,
lives.
it's over.
Just like that, you're
It's
over.
over.
Breathing heavy, you scan their faces. Cold, calculated, merciless. You lock eyes with their leader and ask, "Who sent you?" He smirks. Your brothers and uncles say we should say hello. Then he drives a sword straight into your chest. You feel the warmth of your own blood spilling out, the world tilting as you collapse to the ground. Your vision blurs, your life slips away. Lying there, you realize your mistake. You assumed your brothers wouldn't still want you dead. Big mistake. But regret is useless now. You ruled Egypt well. You didn't fail your people. You didn't fail your ancestors. Your father, the great Pharaoh before you, would be proud. The Egyptians will mourn you. They will build monuments in your honor. And as the darkness takes over, you know one thing for sure. Your father and ancestors will be waiting for you.
See, I ain't gonna lie. Despite how he went, bro. Despite how he went, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, you working 7 in the morning and 9 at night, but you living in luxury. There's people doing that living in bullshit right now. You feel me? So it doesn't look as bad as people as it looked, but hey, I wouldn't have mind that. Like, you living in luxury. The only thing that was weird was you had to marry your sister. Just so the bloodline stayed the same. Like, he got better at it over time. It didn't really make a big deal. He had like back pains and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it was always a solution. At the end of the day, it was always a solution, bro. Always. But if you made it to the end of the video, hope you liked the video. I'm gonna see you on next video.